Yo, what's going on, guys? And we got to talk about Shaedon Sharpe, baby. I'm sorry, Scoot. It's Shaedon's team. Maybe even Donovan Clingan's. Let's get right into today's video. Let's talk about the third-year pro, the 21-year-old Shaedon Sharpe. Tell me down below if you guys agree with me. Is he the guy that the Portland Trail Blazers should be built around? Is he the one who has the best potential? So hit that like and subscribe button for more content like this and comment down below. Shaedon Sharpe has emerged as the Portland Trail Blazers' rising superstar, which recently was showcased in his scoring ability when he dropped 33 points in the upset victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves 106-98. In that game, obviously, we saw Donovan Clingan, who nearly missed a triple-double with 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 blocks. Though this game showed Shaedon Sharpe's role as the potent offensive force that he can be for the Blazers, as they relied on his scoring and Donovan Clingan's defense to win a hard-fought game. Despite this victory, the Blazers have some challenges they need to face over the past year, particularly in the 23-24 season, where they ended with a 21-61 record, ranking last in the Western Conference, the first year post-Dame. First year post Dame, and the roster's weird, man. The roster's weird, and their offensive rating last year ranked near the bottom of the league. Portland struggled to generate consistent scoring, averaging only 106.4 points per game. They were the second worst in the entire league, and their defense sucked. They allowed an average of 115.4 opponent points per game, which was third worst in the NBA. And with that being said, this is a team that a lot of the times just looked like they weren't even trying to be there. And their net rating was, again, bottom of the league. So the Blazers roster is a little different. They currently actually sit 5-8, which is sitting 13th in the Western Conference. But if they really wanted to make a run at it and make the play-in, hypothetically they could. However, this team is still operating with a lot of older guys, and Sharpe's role is definitely interesting and how he's being used. I think when you're watching this game, as you see, they're increasing more and more the ball in Shaedon Sharpe's hand. And I think this is critical, especially with a lot of injuries affecting this team, with Anthony Simons, who left the game due to shortness of breath. And Chauncey Billups is singing praise for Shaedon Sharpe, especially with, again, there being an older mix of veterans on this team. And for the Blazers to build on the young players' development, I think it's getting this consistency from Shaedon Sharpe. Overall, the team's field goal percentage is 43% from the field and 32% from three. I think Shaedon Sharpe's ability to score efficiently and be kind of that offensive threat for this team is huge. He just needs to continue to be aggressive, and that's what you were hearing all through the broadcast. They were just telling him he needs to be so aggressive that we need to tell him to stop shooting sometimes. And having a guy like Donovan Clingan out there to be there. Also, by the way, Toumani Camara is playing fantastic. He needs a little bit of a shout out. So I really do believe that for a team that is really just trying to improve holistically, because this year they're averaging 106.9 points per game, which is literally half a point better than last year, and their field goal percentage is below league average. While I think Ayton is the guy that when you look at him, he's averaging 13 and 10, and his rebounding, I think, allows Sharpe to focus more on perimeter scoring because he knows he's going to get the second chance opportunity. Also, Ayton does a good job of getting out the way, so he drives to the basket, and I think knowing that Ayton gets out the way or is there to get a putback, I think is huge. While also having Jeremy Grant out there who's averaging 18 points per game, and I think it's great to see what they're able to do scoring wise when it's all in flow. Especially when you think about like Ayton, Grant, and first off, Denny Abdia's playing terrible, but like you'd think like maybe he'll figure it out. But just the idea of Shaedon Sharpe, Simons, Jeremy Grant, and we would put DeAndre Ayton and start Scoot. That's like not a too bad lineup. I know a big thing for this team is just shooting. They're not like having that shooting ability that's like they would want, but the fact that Donovan Clingan is just an insane shot blocker is huge. I think when you look at this team, Portland's team composition is trying to find a balanced attack using, Scoot Henderson right now averaging like 12 and 5, and he needs to get better at finding or creating opportunities for Shaedon Sharpe and all the other guys like Simons and Grant. But I really do think Shaedon Sharpe's breaking out as a opponent scorer, and alongside DeAndre Ayton, Grant, Donovan Clingan, Denny Abdia, I think they can, start to build. I feel like half the roster could be traded at some point. For a team that doesn't have, okay, let's put it this way. Ayton's not a natural like 1 or 2 option, nor is Jeremy Grant, nor is Denny Abdia. So when you have Shane looking like this, it kind of gives you the confidence that, okay, he might actually be a number 1 option, or at least a number 2. But if he can be the number 1, then Scoot can be hopefully a 2, and you're just looking for that third guy now. And I think that's a really good position to be in. I think Donovan Clingan's like defensive, material is really good, but I don't think he's ever going to become an insane offensive player. I just think the movements and stuff is just going to keep him limited. Maybe he develops a little bit of a 3-point shot, but either way, I do believe that Shaedon Sharpe is a guy that people need to be paying attention to, as he really could be the guy that helps create cohesiveness and builds a sense of direction in this rebuild. Because I think a lot of people who are Blazers fans are going to tell you that with all these contracts and veterans on the team, there is a little bit of confusion of like, where do we go now? Where do we go now? Sweet child of mine. Either way, that's it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys made it to the end of the video, you definitely should hit that like and subscribe button. That's it for me. Peace out.